Okay, guys. So today we're going to be using a few different questions. You might see my friend Connor right over here. Yeah, yeah, that's my boy Connor.
All right.
So there are a few really weird words in there. I think it's like deoxyribose or something like that. But so Connor will be reading some part of it, and it's really hard for him to say it. I don't know why. But yeah, I'll be reading that part of it, and then he'll read the rest. So yeah, that's it. All right, Connor, take off.
Difference between DNA and RNA. The main difference between DNA and RNA is the sugar presence in the molecules.
Now the deoxyribose, which is the deoxyribose. Deoxyribose is the same as the ribosome.
Except that the former has no more OH. DNA does not usually exist as a single molecule, but instead as a tightly associated pair of molecules.
So now I've got a question. So my question is difference between bacteria and viruses. Now, as you may think, the bacterial infections are caused by bacteria, and viral infections are caused by viruses. Perhaps the most important distinction between bacteria and viruses is the antibiotic drugs, usually that kill bacteria, but they aren't as effective as against viruses. Now, what is effective as viruses or against viruses is the vaccines. Is RNA or DNA in viruses? Now Connor will take that off for you.
Is RNA or DNA virus a virus in which the genetic material is RNA? The may be either double or single stranded. There are 6 classes of viruses. The DNA virus contribute classes 1 and 2. The RNA viruses make up the remaining classes. Class 3 virus have a double stranded RNA genome.
So basically, what that means is there are three different classes, which the third class has more built up more of a antibiotic resistance technically, and it just keeps building up and up from 1, 2, and 3. The question is, how do viruses mutate? Now there's DNA and RNA in viruses, and then the other question is, how do viruses jump from animals to humans? We're going to be talking about all of that. So now we're going to be talking about mutations, and we're going to use our first example, which is the flu mutation. So the flu virus mutates by introducing a random mutation in its genes. The flu genome is RNA based and divided up into its so-called segments. When the virus multiplies inside an infected cell, a flu RNA polymerase reads and writes 1,000 new copies of each segment. This process is somewhat sloppy. Only approximately 99.99% is accurate. Now that answered only one half of the question. Now we're gonna talk about how viruses can jump from animals to humans. Here we go. Another virus that made the jump from animals to humans is HIV. Scientists believe when the spillover began, when humans began populating the forests in West Africa to find food. Demand for meat led to slaughter of chimpanzees, a reservoir for HIV, meaning that the carrier viruses aren't affected by it. So how does this all contradict with the coronavirus? We'll talk about that right now. So the coronavirus was like both examples, how it just got a random mutation in its genes and just went crazy and became airborne and then got really easy to get, like the flu or strep throat. For the second example was HIV. Chinese people eat a lot of weird food, and us Americans would never eat. Another reason of how the coronavirus could have gotten into the host cell is because somebody ate some weird meat and it just became a mutated gene after that. Okay, guys. So hope you have a good night. Hope you've learned something about the coronavirus, and we'll see you next time. Peace.